everyone, how you doing today? Cheers. Welcome to How Much House for the Money. You having a great day? Your cup full of happiness or that glass full of gratitude? Ready to check out some more properties in a beautiful state that it's 74 degrees and full of sunshine in today. So this is one property we're going to be viewing. This one is on 1.7 acres of land for $60,000. This house here is on a half an acre for $45,000. And this house here is on 2 acres of land for $25,000. So let's check out some details on these properties and venture into the beautiful state of Mississippi today. So if you want to venture and move to Mississippi, you're going to be living with just under 3 million people. And for the real estate tax rate, we're looking at 0.76%, which is coming in lower than that national average of 0.99%. So hope you're all having a great day. You're ready for the weekend. Maybe you're going to go dancing. Get out your Ford Bronco and go cruising. No, I don't have a Ford Bronco. I am not a Ford girl, although my father was. He was a Ford enthusiast. So, all right, let's venture into Mississippi today. We're checking on this one here, and this one is going to start us off in Quitman, Mississippi, 39355. And Quitman, Mississippi is right here in the county seat of Clark County, where the population was 2,323 people in 2010. Okay, so Quitman is right here on the map. We're below Meridian, we're to the east of Jackson, and we're north of Waynesboro. Not too terribly far from that coast. Got Mobile, Alabama down here to the south. So here we are in Quitman, Mississippi at 893 North Highway 511. And this is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house with 1,615 square feet of living space on 1.7 acres of land. It's been on the market for 189 days, and it was built in 1930. Gotta love it. Let's see what we're getting for $60,000 on 1.7 acres. Look at this cutie. I love the covered porch. We have a metal roof that we see. We can trim back some shrubs and clean it up a little bit. Look at that porch. Mississippi, and it's in the mid-70s and full of sunshine today. Now, Mississippi does rank in the top 5 for affordable places to live. So if you've never considered Mississippi, but you're looking for a southern state, definitely check it out and be sure to meander through these episodes, because this is where we venture through state to state, through town to town, to see how much houses, cabins, and acreage we can get for our money. And it is a pretty eye-opening experience to meander through these episodes and see where we've been and to see the houses that are way below the median sale price. And in Mississippi, the median sale price for houses is $265,000. And according to Redfin, the amount of houses listed and put on the market for sale increased 5.9% in Mississippi, and the prices increased 15.4% over the last few years. And the amount of houses sold also increased 3.2% in Mississippi. And according to Redfin, houses can be on the market for 51 days. So besides Arkansas, Alabama, Iowa and South Dakota, they're the top 5 along with Mississippi for the most affordable places to live in the U.S. So let's see what we're getting. And this one is $60,000 for those of you that love an oldie but a goodie. Look at this, 1.7 acres. You could have a hobby farm here. Could have raise your kids, raise some animals, let your dogs run. Look at this. 60,000, 1.7 acres. And remember, these are the asking prices. Never be afraid to make an offer. Make sure the agent presents it to the seller for review and consideration. Get your home inspections. Check out the neighborhoods. Do some research. And you also want to ask how long the home has been vacant and ask about the utility bills, because it's going to get mighty hot in Mississippi in the near future. I mean, we're only in February, and it's already in the mid-70s, and it's going to be 80 degrees in some areas of Mississippi this week and full of sunshine. Look at this. We have a vaulted ceiling, beautiful hardwood flooring. This is the 30s. Woo! There's our pop of color. Woo! Love it. Okay, so it looks like it has a tin ceiling and then they painted it. Now you could repaint that. You could take it off if you didn't want the blue sky above you, but some people might love this. But it's there nonetheless. There's our pop of color for sure in Mississippi. But this is nice. Look how clean this is. There's our attic pull-down staircase. They painted that ceiling also. But the walls are white, crisp and clean. Almost 2 acres of land. And remember, if you want more land than what the property lists that it has available, always ask your agent to find out from the seller if there is any other land available that they may have that they haven't included with this listing. And you never know. You might be surprised that there's more land available for those of you that do want to farm. You want to grow a garden, you want to raise some animals, you want to be a little more sustainable. But this one is in Quitman, Mississippi. Now here's maybe our utility room. This has got some square footage to it. It's nice. You definitely want to have a termite inspection. Anytime there's wood in the South, you definitely want to have a termite inspection. $60,000, just shy of 2 acres with a well, the septic, the utilities. Here's our bathroom. It's nice that it has a big window. Yeah, this is cute. Look at this kitchen. So it looks like we may have laminate flooring in the kitchen. So we have 2 beautiful windows. We have a double sink. We have an electric range with a range hood. You could get in there and reconfigure the kitchen if you wanted to and make some modifications. Photographs don't always do a house justice, right? So we have to get in there and really get down to the fine details. But modifications can typically be made in most houses. Here's our propane wall heater. It's nice and clean. Looks as though we could move right in there. And if you're considering renovating a home, just don't get overwhelmed with the process. That's my number one advice. And just take it one piece of the puzzle at a time. And just take your time. There's no rushing it, right? You've already bought the house. Do what you want with it and enjoy it. This is really nice, though. Look at that. We have a fireplace. Good sized rooms. And there is another angle of the outside. This is really sweet with that metal roof, too. So let's get some details out of the description. 893 North Highway 511, 1.7 acres. It's been on the market 189 days, and it could be because of the year, because you're going to have to be okay with the area and the town that you're in, of course. But if you want to be in Quitman, definitely check this one out. It's a charming 1930s ranch-style retreat nestled on the 1.7 acres, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom with character and warmth and hardwood floors throughout. And you have an additional room that could be used as a bedroom or an office. You have a large addition that could be the sunroom or a larger living room. And sitting behind the home is a large barn waiting for you to bring it back to life. Love that. I wish they would have shown that. So that's fabulous. So this may be part of an older property. Maybe they separated it, so there could be more acreage. So definitely ask if you're looking for more. And then this is just listed. So there's longevity with the seller. The house is 95 years old. Quitman, Mississippi right here. Let's see if we can get a street view. No, it's not going to show us because we got woods all around. Nice. Let's look at our satellite view. Quitman, Mississippi. There we are, right off of 511. Doesn't look like we're too far from town. $60,000 is the asking price, and it's been on the market almost 190 days. And right there is the line right over to Alabama. Okay, and that's $60,000 for that one right there. Before we go into the next house and the next listing, I want to show you this USDA loan site. This is USDAloan.com. Now, most of you may think that the USDA loans are only available for rural properties with some acreage. That may not be the case. This says here that although USDA loans are usually available to home buyers wishing to purchase in what the USDA considers a rural area, some suburban areas may be eligible as well, is what this says. So you definitely want to check out this site. It's USDAloan.com and read down through these paragraphs to find out more about the eligibility, about the credit score, about what they can offer you if you're looking for a home in an urban area or if you want some acreage, and it could be a fixer. These houses may qualify. So I just wanted to share that. So now we are moving into Houston, Mississippi. Look at this one, $45,000 for this one on a little more than a half an acre. So Houston, is, let's see, scroll out here a minute. I got a little ahead of myself. 2 county seats, and we're in Chickasaw County with this one here. Houston, Mississippi, not to be confused with Houston, Texas. Okay, so Houston, Mississippi is above Sonora, and we're below Van Vliet. Buena Vista is over here to the east. Aberdeen is over to the east. And let's see, New Albany is to the north. Starkville is to the south. Jackson is to the south. So we're pretty much in central Mississippi, right below Tupelo. We can listen to some Van Morrison. Why not? Okay, so this is 1574 County Road 164, Houston, Mississippi 38851. It's been on the market 7 days. This was built in 1952. And it has 1,756 square feet of living space, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And this house is $45,000. So we're reducing the price. Let's see what we're getting. This is cute too. $45,000. Now, if it needs a roof, because we can see it has a hole in it, but it may not be the whole roof. And again, you want to place that into your offer that it's going to need roof repair. Get an estimate of how much that would cost. Maybe you can do it yourself, or you've got some friends that'll help you put a roof on. But look at this. We have a double carport, paved driveway, 1,700 square feet of space, $45,000 with a well, the septic, the utilities. And if this were in the city limits, you're going to get a municipal septic, maybe city electric or city utilities, and a city well. Here they're moving us right on into the bathroom. You do have a water closet with your commode and your tub separate from your vanity. Here's another bathroom. So we're getting 2 bathrooms. We're just going to bypass the lid, people, the lid. If you're new to this channel, you're welcome to subscribe, hit that like button, and join our growing community, and you'll soon realize that we like the lids closed. We don't need to see what's going on in there. Okay, so here we see it could be vinyl or laminate flooring. Now this again is one of these houses that we could possibly get in there and open it up a little bit. Many of you may know that I seem to like an open floor plan, but it really does depend on the house. But sometimes when we walk into these houses and all we see are walls, we just need to kind of remove some of those, right? Open it up and modernize our spaces. So here we're moving into our blue room. This is nice though. I like that vintage light. It looks like that may be hardwood flooring. We see a closet. $45,000 for this house. So here we see a set of slider doors to get us outside. That's nice. Walls can always be painted a lighter color if you don't want them gray. There's so many colors in the color chart, in the palette. I don't know why everyone chooses gray. Look at this. Look at that curved wall. That is some great character there. Beautiful. It's getting better by the minute. Now, the home inspections will let you know the longevity of the roof, your foundation, the windows. They'll run a dishwasher if you have one. They'll, check out your mechanicals and your plumbing. Here's our kitchen. Nice. An abundance of cabinets, a double sink with a window. We have an overhang on the counter for some counter high chairs. How cute is this? Okay, so here's the issue. We have a hole in the ceiling, which is no surprise when we saw it on that roof line, right? So here we do have an issue. So again, this is what you want to put into the offer. But if you get your estimate, so this house is $45,000. Let's say we just give them full price, hypothetically speaking. We give them full price. You're at $45,000. Let's just say on the high side, you decide to get a metal roof or some really top grade asphalt shingles. You stick a $25,000 roof on this. You're still at $65,000, give or take, with some closing costs. It's a nice house with 1,700 square feet of space on a half an acre for $65,000. Unless you negotiate the price and you have a really good agent that's working hard for you and you can negotiate the terms, never hurts to try. But there we do see an issue with the ceiling, and this is another room here with a full fireplace, it looks like. Full of potential. That's what I'm looking at. Now here we also see some limbs on the trees above the house that need to be trimmed right back. This could be part of the reason that there's a hole in the roof. Now again, you have to consider the landscaping and the trees around the properties when you view them, because you may not always be thinking about the trees, because this is in the south. So if they need trimmed back, consider that in your offer also. Trim those back without cutting them all down if you can help it. And yeah, definitely looks like they're over, they're hanging right over that roof line. And that could be just from neglect. Maybe the sellers are older and they just couldn't get that done or couldn't do it themselves or whatever the case may be. But it's a little more than a half an acre for $45,000. Like it. Double carport. Looks like there might be some storage. Looks like it's pretty private. Yeah, look at this. So here's our patio and our double storage space. Looks like the lights are going to need some attention. It's nice that it's covered. So here's the backside. You may want to have a termite inspection for this one also. Propane gas on the property. And look at all of these beautiful perennials. They'll pop up every year. $45,000 with this house right here. Here's our parcel. Nice. A rectangular parcel. And here is another angle of the front. That's nice. $45,000. It needs some roof repair. 1574 County Road 164, Houston, Mississippi 38851. It's only been on the market 7 days, built in 52. And it says here, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, great investment or a first-time home buyer. And check out those USDA loan sites. And then when we look at the history on this one, this was listed in 08 and sold, listed again in 18, 10 years later for $85,000, removed, then it was sold in 19, then it was listed again for the $45,000, and it's 73 years old. See if we can get a street view on this one. Look at how pretty this is. Wow. Looks like a beautiful neighborhood that we research, right? This looks very nice though for $45,000. Put your new roof on there and gain some return on that investment. That's a very pretty neighborhood. And that may be a bottle brush tree in the front of it there. I love those. And that's 1574 County Road 164. Gotta love it. Let's look at our satellite view here. $45,000. Here we are. $1574 County Road 164, Houston, Mississippi. $45,000. Okay, now we're moving into Heidelberg. Heidelberg, Mississippi 39439. And this is 2 acres of land also. Heidelberg, Mississippi. We are in, let's see here, Jasper County, where the population was 718 in 2010. So we're below Vosburg and Stafford Springs. We're below Sandersville. Jackson is up here to the northwest. Meridian is up to the northeast. And Quitman is right up here to the northeast also. So we're below the first listing, just south of it, really, in Heidelberg. And this is 1201 Highway 11. This house has 1,140 square feet with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, 2 acres of land with a well, the septic, your electric. And it's only been on the market 3 days, built in 1920. It's $25,000. So we're reducing the price and adding some acreage. Let's see what we're getting. Look at this cutie. I love the covered porch. Look at this under the blue skies of Mississippi, and we're going to need a roof. At least they tarped it, but it looks like we're tucked back off the road. Look at this beautiful covered porch. Brick foundation, wrought iron railing details. Very pretty. Plenty of room for our outdoor entertainment and our fire pit, because I don't mind coming to Mississippi, you guys. I don't mind at all. I can bring, something to drink. Can brew some iced tea in the hot sun. Have our cookout. Talk about the market. Tell me about the house that you bought from one of these episodes. be sure to subscribe and hit that like button. And if you've got grown kids, make sure you turn them on to this channel, let them tune in and see what kind of houses we find that are way below the median sale price. So here we're looking at $25,000. And again, if you put a new roof on there, whether you choose a metal roof over an asphalt shingle, you've got to, you're improving the value of the property. You wouldn't have to worry about it for quite some time. Maybe you've got some friends that can help you put the roof on. That's even better, right? But we're looking at 2 acres with this one. You totally have a hobby farm. So it looks like it has an enclosed porch on the back. Wow, this looks like a nice parcel. Okay, so now we're moving on into the inside. Now it looks like we're right down to the bare plywood floor, which is fine. I'd want to choose my own anyway. But it looks like we have some nice big windows. Nice staircase. Now it kind of looks like it's a floating staircase. Now I can't quite tell, but this would be a really nice house to view in person. Leave us a comment if you look at any of these and let us know how it's going. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to our community. Let me know what brings you here. You're always welcome. And here we're looking at $25,000 house, guys. $25,000. And that's the asking price. Make them an offer. This has got a ton of potential. It's 3 bedrooms. And that looks like it's hardwood flooring. And yes, even though there's a tarp on the roof, the ceiling looks pretty good. Here's our kitchen with a big window above our double sink. Looks like somebody likes chicks. Maybe they had chickens at one time. And maybe this was part of a larger parcel at one time. Again, if you want more land, never be afraid to ask if there's more available. Look how cute this is. So we're going to need appliances. There's our laundry connect. Unreal, $25,000. Here's our road view. So we do have some neighbors. So those of you that don't want to spend a lot of money on a house and you don't want to rent, this may suit your needs on 2 acres of land. Looks really private and peaceful. This may be another bedroom or the living room. And there's another beautiful angle of our covered porch. Gotta love it. Okay, so this one is at 1201 Highway 11. Heidelberg, Mississippi 39439, 1,140 square feet, 2 acres, built in 1920. And it says here sold as is, and you want to due diligence. It's all the listings the agent tells about, the description. And it says here that it was listed in November for $13,800. They reduced it down to $12,400. Then they removed it. And now they're asking $25,000. So they've almost doubled the list price. So it's always a good idea to look at the history. It's 105 years old. Don't be afraid to make your offer on this one, I'd say. Sweet. Let's look at our satellite view. Here we are. Heidelberg, Mississippi. And if you want rural living, country living in Mississippi, this might suit your needs. So it doesn't look like we're too far outside of town. But again, it's not a highly populated area, that's for certain. 1201 Highway 11, Heidelberg, Mississippi, 39439, and that's $25,000 house. And then we have this one here in Houston. That is $45,000 with 1,756 square feet on a little more than a half an acre. Or we have this one in Quitman. That is $60,000 on 1.7 acres of land. And that'll do it for Mississippi. Wherever you are today, I hope you're having a fabulous day and you're going to have a beautiful weekend, hanging out with those that you love, getting some sunshine. And let's remember our friends and people in North Carolina in the mountains there. Let's continue to help them and drop off supplies, propane tanks. Those campers keep rolling in, and I love that. Let's drop off some warm, clean, quality clothing for our people. And of course, those that are affected in South Carolina by the hurricanes, Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. And we can also help our people in California that were affected by those wildfires. Hope you guys have a great weekend. It's always great to be with you. Subscribe to this channel. Hit that like button because you never know. That house you're not looking for may be the next episode. Stay tuned because more houses are coming up. Cheers, everybody.